Welcome to Gerald Khalil's Conversation Piece. I share my thoughts on social content in sports, politics, and entertainment. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So I was searching the internet and I came across an article by the Daily Mail where Jason Whitlock, a journalist, he's a former sports analyst who has hosted shows on ESPN, FS1, and now has his own podcast. He wrote on X that the choice of hip-hop artist Kendrick Lamar as the upcoming Super Bowl halftime headline artist was the worst choice in history. And so this is what he said on his Twitter feed. He said, Kendrick Lamar is a horrendous choice for the Super Bowl halftime show. 80% of the people that watch the NFL are going to have no clue who he is. He doesn't have any genre-crossing hits, and his fan base is too niche. He also discussed his argument with one of his co-hosts on his podcast. So let's check out the video, and I'll come back and give my thoughts.
The selection for Super Bowl halftime entertainment for this year's Super Bowl, Jay-Z and the NFL have zeroed in on the rapper Kendrick Lamar. I think this is an atrocious choice, and it's not because I'm denigrating Kendrick Lamar as a rapper. I'm saying it because Kendrick Lamar, 80% of the NFL audience that will be tuning in for the Super Bowl has no idea who Kendrick Lamar is, won't recognize any of his music. He doesn't have a bunch of crossover hits. He's not Snoop Dogg or Dr. Dre, Gin and Juice. He's not, the countless All About Dre or Still Dre or any of this stuff. Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, when they did it a few years ago, Eminem was a part of that. These got 50 Cent. They all had these major crossover hits that when anybody hears them, whether they like rap music or not, could relate to it. I disagree with the choice of them because they're pornographic rappers, but no one knows who Kendrick Lamar is outside of rap music fans. This is a horrific choice, in my opinion. Your thoughts?
I said in the group text, Jason, I can't believe he got chosen over Chris Brown. I'm appalled. But I've seen some of the people complaining they would have liked to see Lil Wayne because it's going to be in New Orleans. And I can understand them feeling that way, especially since when it was in LA, I guess they had Dr. Dre and Snoop. So there are people in New Orleans that are upset that it wasn't given to Lil Wayne. But I've been thinking, Jason, who are the Michael Jackson, Prince, Madonna of today? I've been trying to think who would actually be a great pick in Aerosmith or U2, and I just can't think of anybody. I think they should go back to having marching bands.
So you saw and heard the video, and this is where I challenge Jason. Now, statistics show that 75% of the people who watch the Super Bowl are in the 18 to 34-year-old age range, all right? With the biggest gains being women at 47%. Now, those demographics fit perfectly with who's listening to hip-hop, where 2/3 of the people aged 18 to 34 listen to hip-hop, even among women who make up 40% of the genre. And if you break it down by race, 70% of the listeners are white. So with hip-hop being the most popular form of music right now, and with Kendrick Lamar being the hottest hip-hop act in entertainment at this moment, there's no denying that the audience will know who he is. Also, Jason makes a point that Kendrick lacks crossover hits and only dedicated hip-hop fans will know his music. Jason, have you ever heard of Not Like Us? That song debuted at #1 on the Billboard charts in May. Then it returned to #1 on the 4th of July when he dropped his video. Oh, and it ended with over 400 million streams on Spotify. Now, there's been a debate that since the Super Bowl is being played in New Orleans, that Lil Wayne should have been selected. And a friend of mine at the gym, he said, what about Drake? He said he has more commercial hits and he has a wider audience. And, those are good points. But in my opinion, Kendrick is the perfect choice. He had the hottest song over the summer and his popularity has never been higher. And I wanted to mention that this was a Jay-Z selection. And Jay-Z didn't become successful by accident. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one.